Hey, MLS listing subscribers, welcome back to another Vendor Spotlight. I'm your host, Dave Scalora. We've got a great show for you today. We got RPR, our good friends from RPR, Ernie and Andrea are back. I did lose power when we were filming this. As you all know, we had some pretty bad storms. So you're not going to see me as normal. It's just going to be Andrea and Ernie presenting. It's a great show, though. Enjoy. And thanks again for tuning in. So, Andrea and Ernie, take it away.
Thank you, Dave, for having RPR back again. Ernie and I are always just thrilled to meet with you at MLS Listings and share some of the new features and tools with RPR. Isn't that right, Ernie? Ernie's
Yeah,
going to be really taking a look at RPR Mobile a little bit more in depth and some of the new features. And I'm just going to remind you about some of the new RPR desktop features as well. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So as you see, we're here on the homepage of RPR. And through the last couple of visits with you all, we really have focused on so much around the property details that we have provided on each and every listing, and really based on feedback from members across the country. We wanted to make sure that you could get to the data that you needed quickly and easily, and also really display and make more prominent a lot of features and tools and pieces of data that members didn't even know that we had. So we really wanted to expose a lot more data fields to you, and we've just continued with this last release as well. So with that, we're going to go into a particular couple of properties, but also one new feature that everyone has asked for, right, Ernie, is the ability to quickly do a school search. So
yeah,
let's
let's go
do
ahead and
that.
try that.
All right. So with that, he's just starting to type in for us Westmont. And you'll see there in the drop down that there are several schools that are available. And Westmont High is right there where he can click on that particular option right within the search bar on the home page. What's wonderful about this is users are always saying, I know I have clients that really want to just drill down into one area. I need my student, my child to go to a particular area. So with that, we've searched by school and we've immediately see the boundaries for Westmont, right here on the map. And with that, those listings that are available. Now, the map view is right and very prominent, but you'll see up at the top that you've got the map view or the grid view or the list view that is available. And let's jump back real quick to it for a second there, Ernie, to the map. And you'll see that you can use all the map tools to zoom in or to zoom out as well. And then, of course, be able to search for any particular property that falls within that boundary. Now, what's also unique when you click into that area, you can, of course, search in that area, but you can also create a market activity report directly from the map that is related to this particular, school boundary area. So whether it be public schools, whether it's charter schools, you can do that search within the search bar right from the home page and immediately get to where you want to go. And also, that's not just high schools, but middle schools, elementary schools as well. And you can see how easy that really is to be able to use any of the map tools that are right here. But adding that was a real win to be able to go straight to a school search, right, Ernie?
Yep.
Right
Yeah,
from
because
the
a lot of people
homepage.
are very interested in that.
Yes, definitely. So that's a great new feature that you'll notice that was just released in February. All right. So keep that one in mind. Let's jump back to the home page again. And we are taking a look at an individual listing, this property on Haymarket. And some of the other feedback that users were really wanting is right at this top section of the property. We wanted all critical information to be a little bit more prevalent and larger. So you'll see that beds and baths, square footage, lot square footage is very prominent at the top. The pictures are a little bit larger. You can also go into the zoom, but also the section related to the RPR Realtors Valuation Model is presented right up in front, and you can go into details and also see the changes as they occur. And then the view details here also very pertinent information right now. The pricing tools. You'll see here a new card really that displays not only the list price in the RVM, but then the CMA and the refined value and the seller's proceeds tools. Now, what Ernie has done here is if you've gone in and done a CMA, that value will be presented right here in the yellow block until you decide to maybe reset that, or you can go back and edit the CMA. Another very unique tool within RPR is that refined value, where you can make adjustments based on features that the property has either had improvements made, or maybe there are improvements that need to be. But those were tools that we decided to group together right at the top here to make sure that you are aware of those tools and available for you. So definitely take a look at that. And just as a reminder, as Ernie scrolls down through this property here, the description, the map, interactive map, the notes are all here, but you'll see just a visually pleasing look that's really controlling public data, listing data, office data. The interior features are displayed very easily, and also data coming from the listing or from the public record. The exterior features, very easy to ascertain. The school data from our resource at niche, or whether it's from the listing. And as we move down, location. Now, we talked about this during the last session a little bit, but this has been proved to be such a positive feature that we really want to bring it back and remind you about this again. The listing history, we've combined everything on this one particular card here so that you can see both the current listing or the previous listing. And what's also nice is you'll see the compare records button right there. So whether there's one previous listing or several, you can then do a side-to-side comparison very easily of historic listing data. And it may seem subtle, but just in being able to compare this data, the team really did a lot of work to make sure that it was side by side. So when you compare square footage or a feature horizontally, it's all aligned really effectively. So that was a nice, but very important cosmetic feature to this compare records for both listings and previous, as well as even public record data. So it's a really crisp and clean look on that compare feature. Great, thank you, Ernie. And then as we move down further to the public history, remember that we have combined right here deed, tax, and if we have mortgage data on 3 tabs right here all in one place. So deed information is there. You can expand that card, and tax record data. You'll also see as Ernie scrolls to the side, you have several years of history there as well. So that was really a couple very important features that we just wanted to bring back to your attention so that your time when you're doing research on a property on RPR is as efficient and as quick as it can be for you. So, anything else there on that property details page, Ernie, that you think that we should highlight for everyone?
No, it looks, I think we covered most of the things. What's nice too is right at the very top is that the different buttons that are attributed to this property. So even as we're scrolling, we can easily hop over to one of the other pages if we wanted to.
That's true. That's great. That has become a stationary bar, so you can get to that at any particular time. So, really, this new look on the desktop version is really has been through 4 different phases. And there's still a few features to come through this year, but we just wanted to remind you of those particular features. And then as Ernie gets ready now to jump into RPR Mobile as well. Oh, and they're here. This is a new update as well on the seller's net sheet. We have made a few enhancements based on feedback. So just know that you have this very clean, simple seller's net sheet that is also available to you under the new tools at the top. And there's been a slight name change as well. But many like to use this and include this as part of the seller's report. So that's a nice feature. And you'll see there that it's right prominently placed at the top on the property details page for every property. And also available are other updates as well, just right on that main blue tab that's available for every particular property. So great new features. And again, we'll go through a lot of these almost every time. And remember, if there are details here, we have lots of videos and items for you to be able to be directed to get more details. So Ernie is actually going to go live on RPR Mobile. And I'll just kind of transition to say that, everything that you do on your RPR account is consistent through the desktop version and the mobile version. So it's your same account. You just simply download the mobile app, either at the Google Play Store, at the Apple Store, and you're ready to go with the same features. So with that, I'm going to let Ernie give you a nice tour of some of the features and enhancements that have occurred with RPR Mobile.
All right, let's take a look at what the updates we've made to the RPR mobile app. You can see the link to it right there in the center of the screen. I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. And again, just a quick reminder, the phone brings up your GPS, so it kind of knows where you are, and it can show you what's available within a certain area around you. So it's kind of tiny, but at the very top, we are searching within 1 mile of this area in Santa Clara County. And so let's go ahead and look at the search results screen. So I'm just going to click on those 19 listings, and we can see what we added at the very top here is a search results screen. So it's showing us 1 mile radius near Campbell, California, and then the zip code. So we can, if we wanted to, we could favorite that. And then we can also go over here to the right-hand side where we have our filters. And I'm just going to click on that. And this is where we can refine our search for sale properties, for lease properties, public record properties, different top property types and statuses. And again, we can really refine our search with a lot of different criteria. And again, we access that in the upper right under filters. Here we're looking at the map view, but we can easily toggle over to the list view of these properties. And then to the right of that is sort. And we can see that we are sorted this list from highest to lowest price. But again, we have all kinds of different criteria if we would like to resort that list. And then what's nice too is you can just swipe across any of these properties and you can see the different photographs. And if I click on the little 3 dots there on the property, I can go ahead and create a report. I can unsave the property. This one I currently do have as a favorite. I can add a note or a photo, and I can even call the listing agent right from this button. So I don't even have to go into the property. So it's really very nice to be able to see all that. So let's go back to our map view. And one of the things we added recently is this remove boundary button here at the top of the screen. So if I remove that, it now basically takes that 1 mile search area away, and I can now search everything that I see on the map. So if I were to make the map a little bit bigger or smaller, zoom out, I can see more of that area. Or if I zoom way in, I'll see more. And then down in the lower right, we have a map actions button. And what we can do is I can click on the traffic, and we can look at the traffic in this area, the real-time traffic. And again, you can see the green is, no traffic. The red is like a bottleneck of traffic. So again, we're looking at real-time traffic right on the map. Another thing we can look at on here is all properties. So if we wanted to, I guess we have to zoom in just a little bit more, and then we can do all properties. And now we can see all the properties that are in this particular area. So if we zoom in, again, you can see all of those RVM values right on all the properties. So again, really nice to have those buttons right there on the map. And again, some of the other buttons you can see, we have a drawing button, a distance button, the map view, traffic, parcels. We can overlay the lot lines. We can even overlay the schools. So again, all sorts of great tools that we have right from the map. All right, so let's go back to our list view, and we're going to look at this search bar here at the top. I'm just going to clear out the item that's in there currently, and I'm just going to start typing. And very similar to what Andrea showed you on the website, is it will kind of start to suggest things. So I just typed in 2525, and it brought up a place, brought up some zip codes, some addresses, and then we can also search by listing ID or tax ID number. So again, it kind of tries to help us along so we don't have to type these big long addresses. If we wanted to just click on one of these suggested addresses, we'd have that here as well. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to that property that we were looking at earlier. Let's go back to our home screen and then our area. And we're just going to drill down to this favorited property. And again, like Andrea mentioned, we tried to add to the searching and to the property detail page all the important information that you really want right at the top. So again, here we have this property. We can see the list price. We can see the RVM. We have the RVM details, beds, baths, square footage. We can see that it's been active as of November. How many days on the market. We even have the homeowners association dues there and previous sale information. So again, lots of great information that we can look at. And scrolling down the property page, again, we can see all of that great information that we saw on the website is available right in the palm of your hand on your mobile device. And again, here's that homeowners information right there for us. Again, here's the current listing history. Just like with the website, we can look at the previous listing history.
It just amazes me that all of the data that we've seen on that desktop is also right here in the palm of your hand on the mobile app. And it's all organized, so it's familiar to be able to go back and forth, right, Ernie?
Yeah, we've added so many features to really make the website and the mobile app complementary to each other. All right, so we have a couple of slides that I want to show you as well as some features that are coming. So everything I showed you on the phone, that's already there. That's there for you to use. And we've got just a couple of things that are coming soon. So let's take a look at those. Just like Andrea mentioned with the seller's net sheet, we're adding that also to the mobile app. So it's going to be right under the CMA button. You'll see a Create Seller's Net Sheet button. If you click on that, it's going to take you over here to this where you can fill that all in. And what's nice too is that then we'll calculate that information for you as well. The Google Street View, that is going to be activated. Right now you can kind of toggle between the photos, the aerial view, and the Google Street View, but right now you can't pan up and down the street like you normally would when you're using Google Street View. However, with the new release, you will be able to do that where you can pan around that area. And then another thing, again, from a lot of folks who really love the market trends that we added to the website, we're going to be adding that right to the mobile app as well. So you're going to see a fourth button added to the home screen called Market Trends. And if you click on that, it's going to show you all of this great information presented, really easy to see, what kind of a market is it, months of inventory, list to sold price, and then all of these great charts and graphs. And then also you'll be able to favorite any of those market trends that you create or look at, so you can easily come back to them and find them a little bit later. So again, be watching. Those will be coming out very soon and adding just more features and functionality to your mobile app. And then we're going to send it back to Andrea for a little commercial information.
There we go. And also, I just was notified, Ernie, that those great market trend reports on the mobile app, as well as on the website, in the coming months, there will be a very easy way for the realtor to be able to share those on social, sites, whether it be Instagram or, Facebook, or even tweet out what's happening in your particular market. So those market trend reports are going to be a really powerful tool to help all of you just stay in touch, with your clients and customers.
And they're so visual. They're so visual. They're just ideal for social media.
They really are. It will be just a great feature. So watch for those coming out in May. So let's talk a little bit about RPR Commercial. And this is really a teaser for the next time Ernie and I meet with you. But RPR Commercial, the side of our RPR for commercial practitioners, we want you to think outside the box a little bit, because what we've seen, even through NAR member stats, are more and more realtor members affiliating not only as commercial practitioners, residential, but also commercial, or maybe you work in both. And in many markets, that is the case. So we're going to take a deep dive later into RPR, the commercial side, the tools and features. But just to let you be aware of how much we've expanded just the data within the commercial side and listings, we have what's presented here on the screen, showing there on the left all the partners that we have worked with to pull in listing data into the RPR platform nationally. So Crexi, Brevitas, by proxy office space, even Land Broker Co-op that deals primarily in raw land or land for development, and others as well. And then our most unique new feature is our partnership with ComStack that actually provides commercial comps across the country. And there are ways for you as an RPR member to be able to access and even participate in that. So we're going to take a little bit deeper dive into that, but also just between off-market properties and being able to do site selection and those sort of things, you'll see just an abundance of information. So RPR has over 800,000 on-market commercial properties that are available for you to view across the country, whether that's a retail strip center or a medical office building or a large multifamily property. You will see a diverse amount and types of property within RPR on the commercial side. And then through our partnership too, there's over 56 million off-market commercial public record properties that are listed across the country as well. So we want to make sure that the RPR commercial database is something that you are aware of and is a benefit to all realtors across the country. And there are several use cases within RPR Commercial that really have bubbled up to the top when we interact and do studies with different users. So just being able to search on and off properties across the country for your clients and prospects, but to be able to research points of interest and traffic patterns. As Ernie kind of showed you, traffic counts and information via the map, and those are also available. View current and historical property data on the commercial side, and then a very deep level of economic demographic data through our partnership with ESRI data. So that can play a very important part in understanding the market that you're working with, and even down to helping to identify the best locations for a business using a lot of this demographic data that's available. So Esri has a very unique set of data. So when we get together again, we'll take a deep dive into looking at this tapestry data and how it plays and is presented within our different market area reports or market reports on the commercial side. So lots of information that are available from that standpoint. And what's also important, as just as you've seen with our introduction and review of RPR Mobile, is that both commercial and residential properties both are available on the mobile app. So everything you see on the desktop is available on the mobile, both residential and commercial.
And this is available for all realtors. You don't have to be a commercial realtor to use it. There's no, extra fee to use it. It's there for you to take advantage of.
As a member benefit, that's right. So the next time we get together, hopefully coming in May or the beginning of June, look for a session that really explores a lot of the reports and tools and features of RPR Commercial for everyone. So what else have we got that we need to mention here, Ernie?
That's all I have on my list.
Okay, well, that's great. I think the other thing that we always encourage you to take advantage of is through the RPR website, there are learning resources and our knowledge base. We have a very comprehensive series of videos and tutorials, as well as ebooks and even printable guides to help you with every aspect of RPR. So with that, we are going to thank you, Dave, and MLS Listings, the whole entire team, for always being available to let Ernie and I present to you all. And we look to seeing you the next time, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Ernie, Andrea, thanks again. Fantastic as always. MLSListings subscribers, we'll see you on the next Vendor Spotlight. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out our Pro Support page for additional videos on a full range of topics. And don't forget to click that subscribe button on our MLS Listings YouTube page.